Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge frame outdoor wall sconce. This is going to be the larger one, the 30-26-43. There is a smaller one, the 30-26-41. Check that out if you guys get a chance. Let's get into the size of this. This is 13 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture, 11.5 inches wide. Projection from the wall out is 8 inches. And let's talk about mounting height next. That's going to be 3 inches from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the electrical outlet box. Great way for you to see a lot of details on this is to look at the installation sheets. So, over on the right hand side of your screen, scroll down a little bit and you're going to see a hyperlink. It's got a link that's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Give that a click for me and check that out. It's going to have lots of technical drawings, drawings of the back of the fixture, drawings of the front of the fixture. It's going to show you how this goes onto your 4-inch junction box. It's going to show you how the lamping works, how the glass goes on, a full parts list. Lots of great information there for you to see, and that's going to be the same thing on a lot of Hubbardton Forge fixtures, so always remember that that link is generally there. So let's talk about backplate. 5 inches wide, 6.5 inches high, going over again your 4-inch junction box. It'll show you that information back on those sheets again. Now let's talk about lamping on this. So it's going to be using a medium base, which is the larger of the screw-in bases. We all grew up with this. It's going to be able to accept a couple different types of bulbs. LED, incandescent, this is an incandescent, this is an LED. Again, screw-in base, very easy. If you're going to go for incandescent, you're talking about a 60-watt max, and that's because of the heat generated by an incandescent bulb. LED, there's really no max because LEDs don't generate a lot of heat and they don't use a lot of electricity. It's really the size of the bulb that can get into the mouth of that piece of glass which makes all the difference, and that's going to be these type B bulbs. You guys are used to type Bs being chandelier size because these aren't used in a lot of different applications for the wider base. But you guys have been using these, all over the place. These smaller sockets with this kind of torpedo shape, and sometimes a flame tip, like in chandeliers and places like that. But the type B in the equation is really the shape of the bulb getting in, because it's narrow and skinny. It can get up inside that collar, the opening on that piece of glass. If you're going to be using the clear glass, it's actually called water glass. It's clear with a ripple, but you can see through it. And if you do that, you might want to elect to do something kind of interesting with a flame tip. But it's neither here nor there. Again, when you get into these LEDs, this is probably maxing out about 60 watts, so it's about the same thing, but these don't draw a lot of electricity. You can choose the color temperature. It's a dimmable fixture, so you want to make sure you put it on a dimmer. So that is it for that. So let's talk about that glass. Opal is a white, opaque glass. You can't see through it. It's just going to be a nice white globe for the most part. Water glass is going to be a clear glass. It has a slight ripple in it, like water running through a stream. That's where you want to put in a decent looking light bulb. Both of them are awesome. Okay, now let's talk about the really important thing about what these are made out of and finishes. So, Hubbardton Forge only uses aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any material in the world in extreme weather. That's why jet airliners that are flying around in the sky are all made out of aluminum, because it doesn't rust, it holds up great in extreme weather like I said before, and it's lightweight and strong. On top of that, Hubbardton Forge has developed these powder-coated finishes. If you're on our website, back in the red tabs again on the left-hand side, you're going to see a Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me and scroll way down. You don't bother watching the video at the top for this because that's really about indoor finishes, but go way down and you're going to see a chart. It's going to say New Coastal Outdoor Finishes. Those are these powder-coated baked epoxy finishes. You can see a picture next to me of a person, and what they're doing is spraying powdered finish into the air, and what they do is they wire up the fixture, they run a slight current through it to make it positive, and it attracts all those little particles of finish, and when they're done with that, they take this and they put it into an oven. All of that melts and becomes a hard epoxy shell, and on the inside, all the little nooks and crannies are covered in this stuff, and because of that, it's pretty much indestructible for the most part. Hubbardton Forge offers a limited lifetime warranty for residential use, so they really stand behind these. They know that these epoxy finishes are probably going to last forever. It's lots of great details on that warranty, so check that out on the page for this, or if you're on their website, it's on the very bottom of the page, the front page of their website. It says limited lifetime warranty. Check it out. So moving on from there, I think that's really about the most important thing. So glass, lamping, and finish. Our Hubbardton Forge showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page. It's over on the left-hand side of your screen, so check that out for me. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6, and I am here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400. Email us at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. We also have a show in our showroom. We also have a clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. It's an amazing deal. Have to come here to use it, so keep that in mind. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No taxes if you ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealers with 90-day returns 3 months after you receive stuff, and no restocking fees if you have to send them back. You are responsible for sending things back, and some larger items and custom things do not come back. We'll always tell you about that ahead of time. So those are generally big, giant things on pallets. So it's good to know. In addition to that, we offer this rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes 3 to 4 weeks to get products out. Everything is made to order. That's how you're going to have all these finishes to play with. We can cut that time in half. The upcharge is per line item. So let's say you're doing like 3 of these sconces, the large ones, and they're going to be in like, coastal dark smoke, and maybe 2 of the smaller versions of it for your house. That's 2 line items. So if you're going to do multiples of exactly the same thing, that's 1 line item. So the upcharge is very inexpensive. So contact me if you guys want to know more details about that. So I think that kind of covers everything. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Check out the video on the smaller one of these too. I think those are really pretty sconces. Good to go. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye.